So the Dallas Cowboys got busy this week and signed two new players, but one of them looks to be much more important than the other. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mauricio Rodriguez here at ADZ Sports Dallas. That is right. The Cowboys signed two more players. Now, before you get too excited, let me tell you, these are not players that are going to move the needle a whole lot. They're not players that are going to crack the starting lineup right away. They might be good rotational players. They might be good players for depth, but these are not really players that are going to start for Dallas. However, that doesn't mean they're not important. And there is one of these two guys that I believe to be even more important than the other. But first, let me give you the news very quickly here. The Cowboys signed cornerback Robert Rochelle and defensive tackle Perrion Winfrey. Now, these two players are coming from very different backgrounds. Rochelle has become a little bit of a journeyman. This will be his fourth team in 4 years, whereas Winfrey is coming from the UFL, which the Cowboys have been pretty successful picking players from the UFL. Just think about Cavante Turpin and Brandon Aubrey. Now, as far as Rochelle is concerned, I really wouldn't expect much. I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why is he hasn't played defense in the last couple of years, and he's more of a special teams guy. Now, the Cowboys do have plenty of young players that I see as likely specialists that are going to make the roster, mostly because of what they bring to the table on special teams. That includes, by the way, veteran CJ Goodwin, who just makes the Cowboys roster every single year just as a special teams ace that doesn't return kicks. But let's say Rochelle cracks the 53-man roster. In that scenario, I would expect him to do not much else other than just special teams. However, there's something to Winfrey, man, and he was an all UFL player this very year. He had 26 QB pressures. He had 26 tackles, 1 sack. He was productive in the spring league. But if we go even beyond that, he is somebody that exited the NFL mostly because of behavior and not really because of his play on the field. In 2023, he was arrested with a misdemeanor assault charge, and that case was later dismissed. But also, the Cleveland Browns disciplined him multiple times. At one point, Winfrey even publicly admitted that he needed to mature. This is important because, like it or not, the Cowboys do like to make some low-risk, high-reward gambles, and there's a scenario where Winfrey just plays well. Maybe it was more of a behavior issue for him. Now, if he does, the Cowboys would have another solid 3 technique at defensive tackle, and suddenly you would have a rotation of Ozo Odighizuwa, Solomon Thomas, and Winfrey, which is a pretty good combo of 3 techniques. It doesn't solve the Cowboys' need for a nose tackle, but still pretty good on the 3 technique side of things. Now, I do expect Winfrey to have a strong chance of making the 53-man roster, and one of the biggest reasons why is defensive line coach Aaron White-Cunnan, with whom he has a relationship because these two were together in the New York Jets. And you know that goes a long way when you're trying to make an NFL roster. So let's hope the 24-year-old can keep things in track, and hey, the Cowboys might find themselves a little bit of a steal here, another of their UFL steals. Let me know what you think of these two signings in the comments. I'll make sure to see what your take is.